Hello, I'm Anthony York.
And I'm Justin Toppensey. For over the past year, we've been working on this concept pitch for a Batman movie.
To pay tribute to Kevin Conroy's Dark Knight legacy using the DC Comics event Batman Battle for the Cowl. It can probably go without saying that we're very big Batman fans. But we'd like to tell you why we undertook this project and why we're so passionate about it. I was very sad to hear of the passing of Kevin Conroy. If you're anything like me, it's probably the voice you hear when you read comics. He's been my favorite Batman as long as I can remember. I mean, I had people asking me, since I was a little kid, asking, who's your favorite Batman? And I'd say, Kevin Conroy. And they're like, who's that? And I'm like, the animated series, the Arkham games, this and that. And they're like, no, what's like your favorite live action? I'm like, well, Kevin Conroy's the best. When I made Eagle Scout, he sent me a congratulation letter from not only himself, but as Batman. And it's one of my favorite letters. I was lucky enough, and it's one of my favorite presents, to receive a cameo video where he just talked to me and gave me life advice, such as,
back into life, that's what defines us. You have no control over what fate's going to throw at you. You don't know what's coming tomorrow or next month or next year. Life throws curveballs at everybody. But what you do have control over is how you react to those curveballs. You can let them crush you and make you angry and bitter. Or you can learn from them and take that knowledge and get back into life and contribute. So never stop believing in yourself, Anthony, in your ability to affect the world in a positive way.
My artwork was shared with him, and he had some very wonderful compliments to give me. And his performance over the years is more than just a performance for me, because it's also been a way of life. He was able to emphasize in his voice the power and the struggle of pain and doing something good with it. I mean, he is...
I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman!
And those words make criminals tremble. But that same voice can have the compassion in the heart to give victims hope. And when experiencing that pain and that opening himself up in his performance as Batman, he got to share some of himself with that. And it let me relate growing up and give me a chance to look on the world in a different way. And I looked up to that. I tried to strive to do the good things that I thought Batman would do, that Kevin Conroy's Batman would do. So as the thank you I never got to say in person for the impact his embodiment of this character had on me, we sent off a copy to DC and Warner Brothers in hopes they would make it a tribute to Kevin Conroy.
The legacy he left behind lives through all of us who appreciate his performance and his legacy in wanting to give back to the world. In our movie, we showcase his legacy not just in our world,
but in the world of Batman.
Batman is gone, and Gotham is under siege. The roads of Arkham Asylum are loose once again, and a new, deadly Dark Knight is challenging the Bat family for the mantle. The cops are overwhelmed, and the city is on the brink of collapse. Gotham needs a protector. But is it possible without the Batman, or is his shadow enough to aid our heroes? Using this story, we've emphasized the stages of grief through the Bat family and their collective loss of Batman. And we hope that everyone might be able to relate to a character as they go through their own stages of loss and grief.
Dick Grayson's relationship to Batman is a very special one in Batman comics, because he was the first Robin. He and Bruce suffered the same tragedy that bound them together in a crusade as the dynamic duo. Batman taking him in gave Grayson a chance to heal in a way that Bruce never had the chance to. It's certainly the closest father and son bond that Bruce has. Exploring the loss of a father and the legacy left behind is emotionally overstimulating for Batman. He's got to find his strength with Batman not being around this time to back him up.
Jason and Tim follow the legacy of Robin left behind by Nightwing as the second and third Robins, respectively. They didn't become Robin for the same reasons as Grayson, and it's much different stakes for them. One became Robin to have the opportunity to not become a criminal, while the other one was more of an amateur detective and fanboy who didn't have the experience of life-shattering trauma until later into his career as Robin. Raised very differently than as adopted sons, they were more of agents and soldiers in the crusade of Gotham. leaving Batman as a better mentor than a father. This left room for different interpretations of the missions set up for them by the Dark Knight.
And would lead to conflict later after Batman's death.
Barbara Gordon, on the other hand, was not adopted by Batman. She was mostly in it for the thrill and wanting to fix what she saw was a broken system. She was inspired by Batman, but without his permission, she donned the cape and cowl and took to Gotham with nothing but her ideals and wits. She grew to have a closer relationship with Batman and Robin, but was not defined by a tragedy in the same way as them. With Batman now gone, does she feel she can still support the Bat symbol in his absence? Can she truly adopt a legacy she didn't start? We get to explore that with Batgirl and see what her wits can do, not just for Gotham, but the Bat family.
Batman Battle for the Cowl in the comics was such a good legacy story. What better way to showcase that than taking the 30 years worth of material as inspiration to pay tribute to Conroy's work as the Dark Knight? And these homages taken from things like Batman the Animated Series all the way to the Arkham games to influence that design and that story. I conceptualized the story using 130 panels of storyboards, which blueprinted an outline for a screenplay. And I created an animatic showing some of the action we can see in this project.
We hope you enjoy it. Take a look.
Gotham is in fiery ruins. Batman's most lethal adversaries are running riot in the streets. Gotham's protector is gone.
Gotham's walking a tightrope.
You don't have a monopoly on saving Gotham.
Look at me! Do you see terror? Do you see fear?
I won't let you destroy the legacy of Batman.
The players are set. The stakes are high. Gotham must have a Batman. And there can only be one.
Thank you for watching.
We hope that Kevin Conroy, the voice of Batman, has as much of an effect on you as he has on us.
If you believe in this concept and this project, please like and share as much as possible.
Thank you again.